Peace.
What's happening?
Lakey Nicole.
How you doing?
What's happening, man? Like,
I'm
man,
good.
are you good?
Yes. I
I
just
like
got done
that.
eating,
I like
so I
that.
feel really great.
I like that. I like that top you got. It
I mean,
matches. It matches your skin.
I try to show a little something. It ain't much there, but I show it anyway.
Yeah, man. You looking good.
You know I'm silly as hell. Thank you.
I
You
do
looking
know.
good as always.
Well, I mean,
Smile for me. I was going to say smile for me, daddy, but then they would have thought the wrong thing, so y'all
Oh
wouldn't get
yeah,
it.
they would have
You know
been
the
like, they
song?
were like, wait, hold on.
But
Yeah, I
they be
knew
like,
it.
wait a
I knew it.
minute.
I knew
See?
it. I
Yeah,
knew
so
it. Like,
I had
nah,
to stop
y'all wrong.
myself
Y'all
before.
are wrong.
Godly. See, the people, they,
Get it right.
whatever.
You know what these people
Whatever.
gonna be thinking. You know what they gonna be thinking. You know it. You
Don't
already
he got a
know.
nice smile? I compliment him all the time on his smile.
But I be complimenting you though. I do. Like them
He do
eyes.
or
Hold on. Let
whatever.
me get a close up. Like
No.
get close to the screen. Just for me.
No.
One time, please.
Mm-mm.
Please.
That's all you going to get.
Please. Get a
They
little
can't see it
closer. Just
now. They're
lean
not going to
in.
see it ever.
Just lean in. Ooh.
Anyway.
Ooh, yeah.
Come on, Uni, stop.
Okay.
Anyway, my
All right.
name
All right.
is
All right.
Lakey Nicole. Thanks so much
Lucky
for joining.
Nicole.
Talk to me truthfully. And
Talk
we
to
got
me
yours truly,
truthfully.
Uni.
Unity God is in the building.
Uh,
Please believe it. We're gonna have a great episode,
and of course,
and
if you didn't know,
what?
this is a podcast where we do talk about random stuff.
Random. It is very
Whatever
random.
comes to our mind is what
Whatever
we talk
comes to
about it.
mind.
But guarantee you, it's gonna be the truth. Okay?
It's gonna be the truth.
Hence the name.
Talk to me truthfully. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get our math together. 1 + 1
Yeah.
= 2, baby.
And then also 1 + 1 = 1, but that's too deep for the
Right.
We ain't gonna
Well,
go there.
you know. But if you
When
don't know, it's
you
okay.
know. It's okay. We can explain it
It's
later.
okay.
Hit us in the comments.
It's okay or
Hit us in
whatever.
the comments. We'll respond.
We'll respond.
Yeah.
So, if this is the first time you guys are joining, like I said, my name is Lakey Nicole. I like to I like to go on TikTok a lot, right?
Mhm.
So most of what we talk about, like I be hearing topics, and I can't wait to run over here and ask Unity because I be picking his brain about everything.
Yeah,
okay,
you do.
about everything.
Yeah.
But he has so much wisdom, so
I appreciate that.
you
I
know.
really do. I really
Whatever,
do.
But
Iron sharpens iron, though. Iron sharpens iron. It's not too many people I can hold a conversation with. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And you one of them. So iron sharpens iron.
Thanks or whatever.
They're sharpening shit. Just
real bad.
You hear that? You hear that sharpen.
You so stupid. See, we didn't even got really into the episode. He already starting, y'all.
I'm not starting. I'm not starting.
I want to ask you something because I want to hear what you think about it, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about it.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what is the difference between a man that wants a woman, and a man that values a woman?
Let me hear that one more time. What is the difference?
What's the difference between a man that wants a woman and a man that values a woman?
The difference between a man that wants a woman and a man that values a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I know. I just started right off the bat. I'm
sorry.
Yeah,
you did. And I'm over here. I'm thinking. I'm like, I think the man would have to value the woman before he wants her, depending on what he wants her for.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's the key word. Want.
Yeah, the key word is want. Like, what do you want her for? Like, do you want her to be somebody you just poking? Right. Or do you want her to be somebody to help you, raise your children? Because you might be a single father out there. Or do you want her because she looks good and you want a trophy walking next to you everywhere you go so you can feel like you're bigger than what you really are? It depends on the want,
So if you wanted, let's not necessarily have it in that context, but let's just say you just want this woman because you just want her. Like there's nothing about her that you will want to take serious. You
Oh,
like what she
so
has to offer,
you just want to fuck. That's pretty much
basically.
what you're saying.
So why would you just want? What would you do? What's the difference? You know what I mean?
Um.
Because I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
So when I heard this, when they was talking about it earlier, I thought about a man doing anything he can just to maintain what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So if he wanted to have sex with her and she liked money, he just gonna give her the money. They just doing whatever they doing. That's all he wanted for. There's no value there. You know what I'm saying? But if a man values a woman, he wants to make sure she's better because he's in it.
Evolving better, like
Evolving. Yeah.
personally, as
Yeah.
you know,
Making her
as an
happy, making
individual.
her better. Mhm.
Yeah,
He values her. He values her time. He values her company. He values her in general. He wants to see her be better.
Right.
So it's
And
not
do
about
better.
what he wants and do better. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess if a man values a woman and sees value in a woman and in his heart that's what he wants for her, to be better, to do better. I think at that point he's not thinking about what he wants. You know what I mean? Because if she's a good woman, she's going to give him what he needs, not so much what he wants.
Right. Correct.
Right. And
Correct.
so I guess he wouldn't be focused on his wants at that point. Because he
Mm-hmm.
values her, he'll be focusing on what he can do for her to better
Right.
her in all aspects. That's the way I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah. I want to know what the people think. Do you guys agree or disagree, or is it something different that you guys think when you think of what wanting a person and or wanting to value a person? You know what I mean?
Well, for me to want a woman, I would definitely have to see the value in her, in me wanting her. You know.
But if you don't see any value, then you just kind of doing what you can.
I probably wouldn't
to
want
like.
her. I probably wouldn't
You won't want her at all.
Yeah, because
because you're not that type of guy, though.
Yeah, I don't, and I think part of it is because I don't need to, because I'm fulfilled in that area. But like some of the men that's not fulfilled in the area, and I'm talking sexual at this point.
Okay.
Then they would be walking around day to day wanting all types of women that they see, especially in Atlanta. You know, there's some beautiful women in Atlanta. And a lot of these women are walking around with fat asses, big titties, and, you know, big, what do you call it? DLSs? DSLs? Dick sucking lips. Dick sucking lips.
I was so lost, y'all. I had a blind moment.
Yeah, I mean,
I was so confused.
DSLs, you know, they got the DS. I was trying to be PG
you was trying
with
to be
it.
discreet.
Yeah, I was trying to be discreet, but
I'm sorry, but you know, sometimes
not everybody knew what DSL, you know, the dick sucking lips.
I don't have those. Do I?
Yeah.
What is DSL lips? Like,
hold on,
can you
let me see your
lips?
Wait, hold on. Let me get close to you. Let me see your lips. Let me see. Get a little closer to the camera. and push the lips out. Push them. Ooh, yeah.
Shut up. I'm not ready to play with you. I asked you a real question.
I did that for y'all.
I asked you a real question.
Leave me a comment. Like. Subscribe.
Oh, you so petty. Look, he just used me, y'all. He used me for y'all's enjoyment.
Hey, man, I gotta look out for my peoples, man. I gotta look out. I love you.
That was a real
question. I love you, but I gotta look out for my peoples. You know what I'm saying?
What is dick sucking lips? Dude, what's DSL? Are they like big lips? Are they like
yeah, big lips?
So I don't have them. I have like normal lips, right?
Your lips are normal. You know, like as far as the size. You know, so like if somebody was to look at your lips, they're not going to say, "Oh, she got them DSLs." They're not going to say that. But
I think
But
of an internet line when you say that.
for real.
Digital subscriber line.
What? Oh, digital ass.
Digital subscriber line. You know
Oh,
how they get
TikTok.
DSL. I am weak.
Uh,
I'm old as hell, y'all.
no,
Oh
no, you're
my
not. But
God.
look. That doesn't mean that you don't have sexy lips. Like your lips are sexy. Like you have sexy. Your lips fit your face. DSLs, the lips kind of take over their entire face. Like you
Oh.
like once you look at them, you're gonna see the lips
So does
first.
that mean that a man is gonna choose the DSL lips over a woman who got regular lips
Well, it
because he
depends on
think that she
what
got
it depends on what his wants and stuff are. Like I know for me, I'm like my thing is the eyes.
mm,
Like eyes get me every time. If you have
mm,
beautiful eyes, I'm like, oh my God, those eyes are just.
mm.
But then after the eyes, it would be the lips. Yeah, it would be the lips, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know.
That's fucked up because you can get somebody with some DSL lips and they don't know what the fuck they doing.
Yeah, they don't know how to use them. Yeah, just like
Mm,
a woman can come across a man with a nice size and he don't know how to use it.
that is
Like,
very true.
yeah, I mean, it's not what you have, it's how you use what you got. You know what I mean? That's why some people
Use
with
what you got to
you
get
got,
what you want. Oh
hey,
my God. What
that's
they
a
say is a Ronnie Ho quote.
oh, that sounds like a track too. Use what you got, get what you want.
Ronnie Ho quote.
Hey, yeah. What do you have?
Oh my God. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
man. Yeah. But that's just what it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is gonna
Hmm.
bring me to my next question. It's not
Okay.
sexual or nothing like that.
It's okay. It's all good.
So a man who cares versus a man who manipulates. Would you consider yourself a manipulator or no?
By no
Can you
means.
be a manipulator?
I can be, yeah. I think anybody with any type of or just even just a little bit of intelligence and then and an understanding of people's thoughts and can manipulate them into doing something. I think all of us have manipulated somebody at some point in time into doing something we wanted them to do. So we all have
That
the
is true.
ability to do it.
But do
Now,
you do it now?
manipulate.
Mm?
Um, mm, I do it in a way that is safe, if you will. Like, for instance, if I want to have, uh, if I want to get some pussy later, right? I can manipulate that into happening. And how can I do that? I can do that by, you know, changing out of um my shorts, like my basketball shorts,
Mm-hmm.
and changing into another pair of basketball shorts. And during that time while I'm changing, I'm walking around in my boxer briefs with my meat poking out through the boxer briefs. And I just so happened to walk
Mm.
by her a couple of times with the bulge.
Y'all
See,
see how he
that's
let me
me
tell you, let me
kind
tell
of
y'all about Uni real
manipulating.
quick. Let me tell y'all about him.
Here we go.
Uni is a fucking artist and he creates. So the way
I
he
do.
describes shit, he's gonna make sure that you gonna visualize
Get the
everything that he's
visual.
saying.
The visual. Yeah.
Y'all seen it? Y'all just
Yeah.
seen it.
The
He did it.
visual. The visual is where it's at, man. Yeah.
There was a fuck. I'm over here visualizing.
Oh, are you?
Shit.
Are you
I'm in trouble.
visualizing? You in trouble? Are you in
I'm
trouble?
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, if
Oh,
you're
wait.
watching.
Hey,
I
yeah, let
just
me get
visualized
tell him
something.
you sorry again.
Sorry.
Please. I don't want no problems. Okay. Yeah.
It was Uni's fault.
Oh God.
But
But
y'all heard the visual though. Like
hey, but see, that's a form of manipulation though.
it
Like,
is,
because
I'm
I had
just
an
thinking about
agenda.
it the way that you just said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had an agenda. I'm like,
So
okay,
you
I
be
want to get.
manipulating, you be low
Yeah.
key manipulating.
Yeah, in a safe way. Like I wouldn't
Oh.
manipulate somebody into doing something that would be detrimental to them. But
Mm-hmm.
some men manipulate women with words in their minds and have them out there, selling pussy and bringing the money back to them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like that is a form of manipulation.
So
And
you don't manipulate to get necessarily uh for anything bad, if you will. You manipulate, like you said, in a safe way. And that's when it
but it's still
comes to, if you want to
manipulation.
say,
Yeah,
it's still
but
manipulation anyway. But you
to me
don't
it's
do it often,
safe.
right?
I do it all the time. In a safe way. Like when I want something, yeah, a lot of times I might ask, and then sometimes I think the manipulating part becomes a little fun. Like, let me see if I can get her. Let me see if I can get her to do this without asking her. You know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can put in her mind to do this or to have her do this without coming out and asking her
Ain't
to
that
do
some
it.
shit?
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
a
if I was laying down next to my woman, right? And we in the bed, the TV's on, and I just so happen to feel like, damn, I want her to, play with my nuts a little bit, juggle my balls a little bit,
hmm
then I might just take my dick out.
just like that.
Just like that. Just take them out and get the holding them myself. And with her just laying right there, she gonna be thinking like, damn, he's over there holding this shit. Nah, that's my job. Let me hold it. And then she
Oh,
go over there and start,
I
you see what I'm
see.
saying? So now I slick manipulated her into doing what I wanted her to do. In my mind, I'm like, damn, why did I have to manipulate her to do it? Why didn't she just know that I like when
So
she's
is it
playing with
ever a
my nuts?
time where you don't have to manipulate your woman? She just kind of like does it?
Oh yeah, the majority of the time I don't have to manipulate or ask none of that. The majority of the time, but every now and again, it might be a slip of the mind. Maybe like she might be laying next to me, and we're watching like a movie or whatever,
Mhm.
and we might be 30 minutes into the movie, and she might not have grabbed my balls or nothing.
Oh, so you sound like you spoiled a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely spoiled. Yeah,
Okay,
no
that's
doubt
what it
about it.
sounds like.
No
That's
doubt
what it
about it.
sounds
Yeah,
like.
I'm spoiled in a motherfucker. For real. Shit. I
What
am.
have you
I
have
am.
created a monster, ma'am.
Hey, look, listen.
Jesus.
Hey, when you treating somebody right and you giving off that really good energy, a
Hmm.
person wants to spoil you. Like they want to go out of their way to put a smile on your face.
Is that
You know what I'm
something that you
saying?
used to? Like, I don't know the amount of you being spoiled. Like, I just could hear it from what you were saying, but
Used to being spoiled?
spoiled, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
That's crazy.
yeah, I'm spoiled. I ain't even gonna sit here and flex like I'm not. I'm extremely spoiled. And when I don't get my way, I find myself pouting. But the majority of the
You
time,
pout?
I mean, well, she say I pout, but
You pout.
she say I pout.
I
I
can
don't
see
see it
it.
as pouting, but she say I pout. And
I can
how
see
she
it
say I
though.
pout, like I pout in ways like I might like suck my teeth, like she might call that a pout. And to me,
That
that's not
kind
a
of was a
pout.
pout. That was kind of a pout.
You see what I'm saying? See, even you calling it a pout. You see
It
what I'm
was kind of a
saying?
pout. I
To
could
me,
see
it's
why she
like,
said that.
or I might breathe hard. I might, or I
Yeah,
might,
because you like,
moving like.
have you ever seen a kid that didn't get his way and they like, that's a pout. That's what you just did. That's exactly what you just did.
Well, I
No,
mean,
you can't have no cookies. I'm gonna sit over here and look mean and sad
pout.
until I get my
Yeah.
way.
And that just stems from me being spoiled. That's why I'm quick to say, yes, I am spoiled. Yes. But I mean,
She
what
has
can you
created a
do?
fucking monster. So it's
The
okay for men
monster
to
was already
men like
there.
to be spoiled. Men like to be spoiled.
Hell
That's what
yeah,
I'm
we like to
hearing.
be spoiled. By a woman?
Wow.
Yeah, we like to be
So
spoiled.
so if a man is
What?
spoiled, then like
Shit.
shit, it's hard to draw him away from that, right?
Mm-mm. I mean, yeah, it is hard. Like he ain't going nowhere. If a man got a woman that spoils him,
Mm-hmm.
gives him everything without him even asking,
Mm-hmm.
there's no what unless this guy is just that's just what he do. He's just out to just try to bag any and
As
everything he can
many.
bag.
Mm-hmm.
If he's getting everything here, why would
Mm-hmm.
he go and do that and end up losing all of that because he want to go and get it from somebody else when it's already good right here. Like,
Some
why?
men are selfish like that.
Yeah.
They want that, and they want more,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
So a woman could be doing everything and more, and he's still gonna figure out a reason to go out and get it from the next woman.
And also, you got to keep in mind too, some men feel entitled to every woman that they see.
That's ridiculous.
You
You know
know,
how many
they
diseases it is out here?
no, but I'm not saying they're going, but they feel entitled to it. Like they have in their mind that
Mm-mm.
I can get her if I want her because I have the money to do it. Because I'm gonna tell you, that's what.
Even these fuck boys out here be doing that. They saying that and they ain't got no money.
Yeah, but the ones that really feel entitled and believe it, and actually, act on it are the ones that's walking around with that bag. Because there's so many women, especially in Atlanta, that's all they
baby.
want. They want the bag. And if you got the bag, then, man, I saw this one clip in this one on this one. I know this is kind of, off to the side, but I saw this one clip. I forgot which social media platform I was on, but it's this guy that goes around trying to call out, what's the word I'm looking for? Gold diggers, right?
Oh, okay,
And so he was just off to the side. His car was parked way off to the side, and he was just
I've
walking.
seen those clips.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. They got a lot of those clips.
Yeah. And so I watched one of them, and this woman literally sucked him off and went upstairs with him and gave him some. Just because of the fact that she thought that he had the bread in the car that he was driving. And they came back.
It wasn't even his car.
Cut off. I don't know if it's his car or not, but I know he was driving it. When she realized that he had it and she had the bag, he talked her into giving him head and fucking him, like, and then they came back to the car, like, and after it was over, and he was like, "Man, that was shit." She was like, "Yeah,
that is so sad."
But I'm telling you, that's how bad some of these women want the bag.
It is.
Yeah.
I could never see myself like, just being with somebody because he got money. What else can he bring to the table besides the money? You know what I'm saying?
Man, most of the time, that's all these women want.
What else? What if you can't even have an intellectual conversation?
Maybe they
with
can't.
That person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. There's no way.
Maybe the woman. Maybe the woman doesn't even know how to have intellectual conversation. So she's not looking for that in a man because she can't provide it on the other side.
Well, I'm sorry. If you over a certain age and you can't provide any of that, then you need to go back to classes. You need to take school, go back to school. You need to go back to school and you need to learn about, communication and opening up and what it means to actually have an intellectual, deep conversation. Not a conversation about what you want to eat or what can I buy you or how much money do you have in your bank account. You need to learn about having a deep, meaningful conversation.
Well, let me ask you this then. Can you submit to a man who makes less than you? Why or why not?
In certain situations, yes. If a man is still leading his family and doing everything that he's supposed to do, yes, I could absolutely submit to a man who is making less than me. Because what's holding you back? What's holding you back from submitting to somebody who's actually doing what they're supposed to do? He's still going to work. He's still making sure his family's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not? Now, if he was going to work and he wasn't making sure that his family was okay and he was out in these streets just doing whatever, then hell no, I wouldn't submit to his ass. His ass be out the door.
Out the door.
Out the fucking door.
I get that.
I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay?
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Shit. Now, let me ask, is there a difference between a connection and chemistry? A lot of people get these mixed up.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I think there is a difference because there's so many different forms of connections. Like you can have a connection with somebody, but there's no chemistry. Because that connection could simply mean that y'all connected in a way that's not intimate. To
Mm-hmm.
me, chemistry means intimacy.
Right.
Um, a connection can be anything. It could, we could be connected in a way where we're doing something like what we're doing. We can create a
Mm-hmm.
podcast um, because of our connection. We can build a very strong, lasting friendship that could last forever. That's a form
Mm-hmm.
of connection, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have chemistry. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so that would be, the difference to me. Chemistry would be more intimate and connection would be more more broad, more, you know, um
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
when I think of somebody who has chemistry, I would say that it's more on a surface level. You know what I'm saying? Like
What,
I see
chemistry?
you, yeah, yeah. Like I see you have on a surface level with one another. So we might go out on a date, right? And you trying your best to be this one person, and then I'm trying to be somebody I'm not usually, just so we can like each other, right?
Hmm.
And then a connection is more so I can truly be myself. So if we go on that date, I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like me, then what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. Is basically what I'm saying.
Mm.
When
Okay.
you have a connection, you can enjoy each other without no distractions. You can be in a room with each other, not have a TV, not have a phone, and just enjoy each other's company.
Right.
You can talk. You just there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I feel when it comes to a connection, especially a
Yeah.
deep connection.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Um, Somebody said that a connection is like your spiritual recognizing its match, your spirit recognizing its match.
A connection.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because it happens instant. It's an instant thing. It can happen instant. It can happen fast. With the first conversation, second conversation, um, just recognizing something on a deeper level.
I guess there's different levels to it. There's different levels to everything. So I think
Mm-hmm.
depending on what level you're speaking about, it would
Mm-hmm.
determine whether or not you want to get into that deep of a description of a connection. Like, especially when you start talking about, the souls are connected and because I've met people, I've come across some of my homies,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a connection because we thought similar thoughts. We was cut from the same cloth. You know, we might have went through similar things growing up. That
Mm-hmm.
would form a connection. You know what I mean? And it might not be a spiritual thing. Well, really, everything is spiritual, really, when you think about it. But not to go
Mm-hmm.
into to not to be too religious with it. I
Yeah,
guess
no.
not meaning spiritual is religious, but
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean. It's like you can have a connection with somebody that isn't that deep. It's
Mm-hmm.
just y'all got similar characteristics. Y'all been through similar situations, and it creates a connection that both of y'all can, you know, use and rely on to, kind of feed energy back and forth between each other. You know what I mean?
So afar from like friends, like I'm talking about like a female or a male for me. You know what I'm saying? If we meet somebody, sometimes there's no connection at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm
But
not. I
but
don't feel
so
none
so
of
can
that.
you have chemistry without a connection?
Mm,
You see what I'm
you
saying?
can.
Like
You. I. Shit. I think you can.
I
You
don't
can
I
have
don't think so.
chemistry.
I
You
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so?
Mm-mm.
Why not? Why don't you think so? Like
Because I
chemistry.
feel like chemistry, it having chemistry between two people is something that is a result of the connection. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like you can't have chemistry without a connection.
You can have chemistry in the bedroom, but it can't have nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might not even have like be able to talk. But
But that chemistry in the bedroom, you don't think there's a connection involved in order to even recognize
it
the
might
chemistry?
it's but it's not a deep connection. A connection, I'm not the connection I'm talking about is like a connection. Like you
Well,
get this other
see,
person that nobody else gets
well then it goes
in
back
a
to the
way.
different levels of connections.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I have some coworkers that I work with that I'm connected to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's a light connection. It's a coworker type connection, but we
Mm-hmm.
have similar backgrounds. We're working the same job. Like that can
Mm-hmm.
create a connection. The fact that we're all in the same boat, you know, like if you're at rock bottom in your life and you
Mm-hmm.
come across somebody else that's at rock bottom in their life. Let's say
Right.
you're homeless and you come across another homeless man. Because
Mm-hmm.
y'all both in that same situation, it forms a type of connection between the two
Correct.
because y'all both dealing with the same thing. That that doesn't necessarily mean you have chemistry.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But y'all have a connection. And so that's why it's like there's different levels of connection. Cause like when you start speaking about relationships
Mm-hmm.
and that type of connection, like, you know, friendships or girlfriend, boyfriend, husband and wife, now we're getting into higher levels of connections. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's when I feel like a chemistry would come in. It's like
Correct.
how would you know if y'all have chemistry or not if there wasn't some type of connection there first? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like how do you just go straight to chemistry and bypass connection? Like the connection has to be there first. That's just my opinion.
But some people like misconstrue connection with chemistry. Although you may have to have some form of connection, people
Hmm.
think that just because you go on a date, y'all connecting. Y'all might be able to y'all might like the same places. Y'all might like going to the same events. You know what I'm saying? But is it something that it really ties y'all together? You know what I'm saying? As far as I feel like I've known you forever when I met you. You know what I mean?
That right there, that statement, I would put as chemistry.
You would.
I would because that's a higher level of a connection. I think chemistry would be the description of a higher level connection.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I had to, you know, think about it in that manner. You know, I think all connections don't have chemistry, but I think when you reach a certain level of a connection, when it gets to a certain strength, if you will,
Right.
then it becomes chemistry.
Okay.
You know, that's how I
I
feel.
can accept that. I can
Yeah,
accept that.
that's how I feel about
So
it. You
with
know.
that being said, like when you have a connection or chemistry,
Hmm.
like how long into that, like say y'all start dating and stuff like that, would you allow your woman to meet your kids? Like, is it a certain time period if you feel like you have a connection or y'all got chemistry or
Well, let me start off by saying I personally wouldn't use the word allow because then that would mean that I'm kind of controlling that woman. And I personally believe that, no woman is supposed to be controlled. Like women
mm-hmm.
should be able to do what they do and do what's in their heart to do. But as far as bringing her around my children,
Mm-hmm.
um, most of my like my youngest, it would really be my youngest that I would be, um, I guess, more cautious with. Like my other
Right.
children, they're at an age now where it's like they're old enough to be like, okay, like
Mhm.
who is that? Oh, I really don't care who it is. But you know what I mean? Like,
I get you,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But now
Right.
now my baby, like
Mhm.
I would I'm not bringing nobody around her unless I feel like that person I'm bringing around her is a great example of what
Mhm.
a woman should be. Like if she doesn't have the qualities that I would like my daughter to have,
Mhm.
then I wouldn't bring her around her. Cause see, my daughter could start looking up to her. And if she
Correct.
might she might have these qualities that I don't want my daughter to have or adapt in her
Well,
life.
that
And
makes
so
sense.
if I bring her around and my daughter starts looking up to her because she done gave her candy or because she done said something about her hair, gave her a compliment, or because she decides she wants to play games with her,
Mhm.
and now she starts looking up to her, but she's walking around with all these bad qualities. See, that
Mhm.
would be a fault on my end because I
Right.
shouldn't have brought that woman around my daughter because
Mm.
I knew she had these qualities, you know?
Right.
So um it really depends. If the woman has the qualities that I would want my daughter to have, there
Mhm.
then I really wouldn't even put no time frame on it. Really. It's just whenever it happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if we've already done connected and met and I know this woman, So
Mhm.
it's hard for me to put a time frame on it.
Mhm.
Um, but I would have to get to know her first. So I guess whatever time it takes for me to get to know that woman, that
Right.
would be the time that I would bring her around my child, you know. And sometimes it can go quick. You can learn somebody pretty quick, and other times it might take,
So
a little bit more time, you
the
know.
ladies want to know what qualities do you look for in a woman?
Um
I got y'all ladies.
the qualities that I look for in a woman. Hmm.
This is when he don't if he, if he's ever single again. So don't be in his inbox cuz I don't want to get in trouble. I'm just saying.
um the
Disclaimer.
quality the qualities that I look for in a woman. I'm thinking she would definitely have to be truthful. She would have to be a woman of truth.
Mhm.
Like she would have to have that truth in her to where she's just gonna keep it 100. And I know that sounds too strange. Like, man, everybody say keep it
Hey, listen,
100.
everybody has their own set of qualities that they look for in somebody. So
But
whether it sounds cliche or whatever.
it's just when people say that, I don't even know if they understand what they're really saying when you say keep it 100. Most people do not want a person to keep it 100. They
Oh, they
think they
definitely
do,
don't.
but they don't. But see, for me, keeping it 100 to me is a woman that is able to just be real with herself, real with the person she's, talking to.
Mhm.
She can see her own flaws. She
Right.
knows what path she's on towards becoming a better woman for herself and for the people around her. Like, see, those are the type of qualities that I look for. I look for a woman that is on a path of growth,
Mm.
evolution, becoming a better person, you know,
Right.
because I don't want to judge a person for where they're currently at. But if I see them evolving or headed down a path to become a better person, I really don't care where you're currently at, as long as there isn't those type of energies that come off that's deceitful,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
the opposite of truth.
Mhm.
Like if I catch her in a lie or if she's always exaggerating about stuff, but it really isn't what see that to me will have me like, I can't, you know, because I don't know if what you're living in your mind is reality or some fantasy that you done created in your mind about yourself, you know,
Right.
especially if I can sit there and I can see it. And so
Mhm.
besides walking around with that truth, loyalty to me is
Mhm.
a big one. Like I am huge on loyalty, and loyalty does not necessarily mean that she ain't messing with nobody else. I think people get
Right.
loyalty confused.
Mhm.
Loyalty to me is being there regardless of the situation, regardless on if you like what's going on. But woo, 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 I am loyal to you, which means that I'm gonna take your flaws along with the good and the bad. And
Right.
I'm gonna let you know about it. I'm gonna point out your flaws. I'm gonna let you know, like, hey man, you need to, this. You need to work on this.
Mhm.
Not, oh, he does that. Oh man, I ain't fucking with that. No, help
Right.
me evolve.
Right.
Help me see the things that I can't see. That maybe only a woman would be able to point out to me.
Right.
You know, because none of us is walking around perfect. We all have things that we can, you know,
Right. Right.
evolve from. You know, and so between truth and loyalty, I think those are the main two big things for me that I look for in a woman. You
And
know,
listening to what you just said, that shows that a a caring, like you care.
I
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When you with someone, because a man who actually cares tries to correct anything that's brought to him.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because um, a lot of people do not know how to handle constructive criticism. You know, and you could say something to a person
Mm-hmm.
and they will literally get upset with you, mad at you for pointing out
Mm-hmm.
something. And instead of taking in what you just said, you know what they want to do? They want to sit back and they want to start pointing out the stuff that you're doing.
They want to deflect,
They
yeah.
want to deflect it off of them and put it right back on you. But like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
like, man, you get upset so quick, and this, like, take a couple of deep breaths. Well, you get
Right.
upset all the time. You like, we're not
Right.
talking about me right now. We're
And
talking
I
about
think
you.
that comes from not being able to actually listen and take in what the other person is saying. See, what I had to learn is you have to stop thinking that they're coming at you when all they're trying to do is make you aware
Yeah.
of what it is that you do.
Yeah. Because some of us
They're
is
not
walking around not
it's not
aware.
blaming. It's not blaming
Yeah.
you. It's not like always pointing a finger at you because you know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
see something that you don't.
Right. And
And
you
that's
just
the problem.
yeah. Because you can't fix the problem if you're not aware of what that the
If you're
problem
not
even exists.
aware, if you've been doing it for years and nobody's ever said anything, to me, that is just shows that that person that you was with before,
Didn't
he
give a
didn't give
fuck.
a shit.
Yeah. He
They
didn't
didn't give
care.
a shit. Because if they did, they'd have been like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I've
Right.
noticed XYZ,
Right.
and just brought it to your attention so you can stop and sit back and be like, damn, did I do that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
And then once you realize that you put yourself in that mindset of, let me think about this before I react.
Right.
Because maybe I am doing something that I can't see that somebody else can see.
Right.
And then that's how you grow a deeper connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It does. It does create a deeper connection.
So
Yeah.
you have to be able to accept what that other person is saying to you. I could say something like every time I talk to you, you know what I'm saying? You walk away, you walk out the room and you don't even acknowledge something I'm saying. That person get mad. Well, I had to do something. No, just listen to what I'm saying because what's important to me should be important to you on what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It should take priority. And that is to me is the perfect example of
Mhm.
keeping it 100. Something that people do not want people to really do. Because keeping it 100 with somebody means you're going to have to talk to them about their flaws.
Mhm.
And you and they should be able to talk to you about yours. Because
And
we all have them.
it's crazy you said something about deceit, right? Because I had an issue with that I wasn't aware of, and somebody brought
Mhm.
it to my attention. And
Mhm.
it's not until they brought it to my attention where I had to stop and go, let me think about this. Because I didn't see it that way. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like once I sat back and I thought about it, like I really understood. And I'm not gonna fault that person for telling me something. I want somebody to tell me so I can
Mhm.
fix it. And if I'm not
Right.
making myself better for me, how am I better for that person?
Right. Right.
I'm just gonna
Especially
continue doing the same shit.
especially if the person that you're dealing with is the type of person that is very analytical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like me personally, I analyze everything. I'm watching
Mm-hmm.
everything. I'm watching
He do,
body
yeah.
movements. I'm watching I'm listening. I'm a very great listener. I'm listening to everything you say. I'm remembering everything you say. I'm analyzing everything you do. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not because I'm trying to find something or look for something or find flaws. It's because I'm trying to get to know who the real you really is.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the only way you're going to really find out who that person really is. And
Mm-hmm.
so you have to. If a man is putting that much energy into you to where he's listening to your every word and he
That's
wants
rare.
to really know you. He's
Mm-hmm.
watching the way you move, he's watching who you talk to, he's looking at your friends and all of that. Then that
Mm-hmm.
man is really into you.
Right.
He
Right.
really wants to know you. And
Yeah.
so if you walking around and you doing all these things that you know is just wrong, you might already know it. And if you're able to
Yeah.
do it and he says absolutely nothing about it and he just lets it
He don't
ride,
care.
he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck
He
about
don't
you.
care. A
He don't.
man is not who really cares about you and who really, you know what I'm saying, at one point or one time point in time, he's gonna love you. And if he loves
Mhm.
you or cares about you, he's not gonna sit back and allow you to do things that's gonna make you look silly. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna point it out and he's gonna make you take accountability.
Right. Yeah.
Point blank
Accountability.
period.
Man, that is that word
Right?
right there, accountability.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to a lot of people, especially, I hate to say it like this because I don't want to sound sexist, but women have a problem with accountability. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying men don't, but oh my
Men
god, I
do
can only
too. Like
go
it's
off
not
of
just
it. I can
women, it's
only go
men as
off of
well.
experience. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And my experience with women is you it's hard to get apologies and
Mm-hmm.
accountability. You know, it's hard. Not for all. Not for all. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to come off like, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, if a person isn't willing to be able to accept that, they played a part in this or they
Mm-hmm.
made a mistake in this particular area. If they're not able to do that, it's hard for me to continue on with that woman
Mm-hmm.
because to me, and this is something else we can add to that original question about what I look for in a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I need a woman to be courageable,
Right.
not incorrigible, but courageable.
Charitable. Right.
I need her to be able to be taught or led.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And because I'm that way, I'm a courageable person. Like you, if you
When you say talk, what do you mean? Because a lot of
like
women hear talk, they like talk. What
exactly,
you
that's my point. Exactly, right there.
Yeah, yeah, I
That
know. That's
energy.
why I brought it
And
up.
that's because what I mean by it is a person can have some information for you. They can have some wisdom that could really help you in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not that type of person that can receive those lessons because it's coming from, let's just say, a man. I'm a woman. I'm an independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, women are already thinking they're smarter than men anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe most women are. Y'all minds, the way y'all minds work and maneuver, y'all are some very, very smart, intelligent. You know, yeah, y'all got it.
Yeah.
But there's also some very intelligent men out there as well. And one thing that's hard for a man to do for a woman is give her something that is going to, in one hand, show her flaws and where but also in that same hand, is also going to give her something that's going to help her with that flaw.
Right.
And depending on how she either respects that man or sees that man, is going to determine how she takes it. And like that, like what you just did when it's be like, what? Talk, man. I don't need you to teach me shit. My dad taught me why isn't it? And it's like,
And that
come
goes
on.
back to if you're not able to receive what he's saying or what she's saying, then you're going to react that way. You know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah.
to be able to listen and
Mm-hmm.
receive what that other person is saying. And you got to stop and think about it, like before you react, because
Mm-hmm.
that part right there, the reaction that you get is going to have people like, is this going to be every time I say something to you? Is this going to be every time I talk? I'm just trying to, tell you something, or I'm just trying to let you know. You know what I'm saying? So we don't always have to react in a way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like you said,
Well, let me.
talk,
I mean,
talk.
but do women like it when men give direction? Do women take it, or do they
That's
take it as them being
leading. That's
controlling? Like,
I take it. It just depends on how it comes off.
mm-hmm,
It depends on how it comes off, because if a man is trying to control you, it's going to come out a different kind of way. If a man is trying to give you direction and it comes out as they trying to give you direction, like, you know what I'm saying, you just talking normal, then they're going to take it another way. Like,
mm.
it's just, you just gotta, you have, it's all about how you receive it.
It's a finesse too. Like
It is.
the delivery is really, and
That's the word.
you know what, I kind of pride myself on my delivery, because the one thing that I do, and fellas, this will really help y'all. The one thing that I do when it comes to speaking with a woman, especially when we're about to talk about something that she might take as, like, man, like he not necessarily picking on me, but he's over here talking about the things that I'm doing wrong. But what about all the stuff that he's doing? To
Hmm.
avoid that, soft tones. Your
Hmm.
tone when you speak to a person plays a major part in how they receive what you're saying.
And
If
don't
you're
talk to nobody like they slow neither. Just because he
man,
says soft tone,
yeah,
don't
when
take it
I'm
as,
not
oh
saying, yeah,
God.
I'm not saying talk to him like, now I need you to
Sorry, y'all.
listen to me. Nah, I'm not talking about that. Nah, what I'm
It's funny
talking
to me
about
because
is
I've been guilty of that with somebody.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, hey man, don't talk to me like that. Like, don't.
Don't fucking talk to me
I'm
like
not.
that.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, that
Okay.
can piss somebody off real quick.
Yeah,
So please
yeah,
don't do that.
yeah. That's not what I mean. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about.
See how I just took accountability because I've done that before.
Hey, you know what I'm
Guilty.
saying? Guilty. But like what I would do if I need to have a conversation. Let's say I'm about to have a conversation with you, right?
Hmm.
What I would
Why
do,
you gotta do the Barry White voice?
because this is a part of the tone.
This is okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm giving you an example. You know, I would soften my tone. I
Hmm.
would, because naturally I'm a man, right? And I have an aggressive, especially me, especially when I'm trying to get my point across and I'm real passionate about something, I can come off as like I'm coming at you. But I'm really
Hmm.
just passionate about my words, because words to me are so powerful.
And it comes with knowing
So,
somebody.
and yeah, it can come, just the tone and the delivery can come through as oh man, he's attacking me. But nah,
Hmm.
but if you soften the tone, and what I mean by that is you come at them like you're sincere about what you're about to say. And
Hmm.
so it's like Keish, man, we've had many conversations about a lot of different things. And I've had time to sit back and think about the words that you've said to me. And they've really affected me in a way that I feel like I need to address something. And I need you to understand, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to control you. But this is what I see that's happening.
Hmm.
Like, whatever I say next after that, maintaining that tone.
And I wouldn't be upset at that.
You see what I'm saying? Now, let me say the same thing. Hey, Keish. man, like the way the conversations we've been having and the things that you've been talking to me about, like there's something I need. Like there's something I need to talk to you about.
Oh
You,
yeah.
you're gonna be like, whatever I say after that, you gonna, nigga, what? You already
Yeah.
like that. You already
We
like,
in combat mode. Hold
yeah,
on.
right.
You got me messed up because
You
who you talking
already
to,
like
sir?
who? What? Who you
Yeah, who you
talking
talking to,
to? I
sir?
hadn't even asked the question yet, and you already like what? And
Yeah,
that's what.
because no, don't do that.
Yeah, and that's. I just wanted to give that example. I mean, your
Mm-hmm.
tone is everything. The delivery
Yes.
is everything. You know,
Yes.
and I think the more serious conversations that you have, if it is a very serious conversation, don't have it. Don't have any emotional conversation. Like there's certain things that shouldn't be talked about when you're upset with one another. I think
Mm-hmm.
time should pass. You should cool off a little bit and then come back and have the same conversation, but with different tones and just give the other person time to receive what you're saying instead of feeling like it's being thrown at them or hit upside
Like
the
you
head
being
with
like
it.
they're being
Like
attacked.
they're being attacked. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I would say that uh to form a better relationship and a better connection, then you have to have that open communication.
Yeah.
Like you
Open.
have to learn how to speak to one another.
Yeah.
So if you coming from a relationship where it was just chaos and screaming and
Always
that
yelling at one
person didn't
another
listen,
and boom,
yeah,
boom,
like it
boom.
takes
Yeah.
time to develop you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
the correct way to speak to somebody.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was guilty. I came from one of those relationships where I had to yell to get my point across, and it fucking sucked.
Right.
Instead of just talking, you know, and it just I had to learn how to not do that.
Right.
And it's once you learn, you will be okay as long as the other person is willing to communicate.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Yep. And I think that's one of the main reasons why you and I can hold the type of conversations that we hold.
Mm-hmm.
And because we know how to talk to each other, even if it is something
Yep.
that might have the other person feeling some type of way because of the
Mm-hmm.
topic, you know,
Yep.
like, we've been in those conversations before where
We
we had
have.
to, where we had to talk and it, it's not all that comfortable of a conversation to have, but it's
Right.
needed, you know,
Yeah.
it's needed. And look what has come from that. Like we are just connected like a motherfucker.
Uni has been. That's why I said, like, I like coming on to this podcast. I'm serious, guys. Like, if my days like shit, like coming to this podcast and being able to talk to Uni, I feel so much better because like everything that I was going through is out the window because he already know about how to talk to me and how to bring me down a level. You know what I'm saying? And anything serious, he knows how to talk.
And I appreciate that, man.
I mean, whatever, Tuesday around.
Silly
No, but
ass.
I'm being very serious though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's a great communicator.
Yeah.
And when I got here from Kentucky, I was in that mindset of like, I don't want no friends. I don't want to talk to anybody. But when me and Uni met, we talked.
Yeah.
And that's something that I wasn't able to do.
We did a lot of talking. A lot of talking. And we still do to this day. We talk so much, we created a podcast.
We got the gift of gab or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And we've been keeping it kind of light. When you think about like the conversations that we have had, like it can really go. And I'm thinking that's probably where this is going to end up going as we go into the episodes. Like it's going to get deeper and deeper and heavier and heavier because we've been really keeping it kind of light, man. And, I think gradually bringing people into our minds and our conversations is the best route because if we came off the top already at that where we can go with these conversations, it would be too much.
Yeah,
And then
it'd be
like,
too much. I
man,
wouldn't be able
hey,
to take
folk,
that.
yeah.
We gotta reel y'all in a little
Yeah,
light,
we have
so
to
whatever.
slowly reel y'all in.
Just a little light or whatever.
Yeah, man,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
it can get pretty, yeah. Hmm.
But that's okay because we tend to focus on what other people are not talking about. You know what I'm
For the most
saying?
part, yeah.
For the most part, but it's all truth
Yeah.
and opinions and facts.
And that's what makes it such a beautiful thing because when you full of truth and you can get truth from each other and y'all bouncing that energy back and forth, man. It
Mhm.
it it motivates you. It
Absolutely.
revitalize. What's the word I'm trying to say? Revitalize. Yeah,
Revitalize.
it
Yeah.
revitalizes you. It just makes you want to live. It makes you want to just go spread that positive energy. And that's
Of
what I
course.
get. When we hold our conversations, when it's all said and done, I leave the conversation like that. I leave the
Yeah.
conversation motivated. I leave the conversation ready to just, go tackle the world, if you will. You know,
I'm telling you. Yeah,
and I appreciate you
absolutely.
for that. Like I really do. Like,
Oh,
yeah, man.
I appreciate
I mean,
you
or
for helping me,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you
helping
you
me
cool or
learn how to
whatever.
communicate a little bit
I
better
mean,
than
yeah,
what I
yeah.
used to or whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
Oh,
Look,
you cool
what?
or whatever. I
I'm cool
mean,
or
oh,
whatever.
whatever. I mean, you alright.
Oh my God, Uni.
Huh?
How often do me and Jack off?
Every day. Every day. Every day.
Really?
Every day.
Why?
Because we can. And it's just
Y'all just have to?
some of us I feel have to, some of us just want to.
Oh.
But yeah, it's an everyday thing. If you come across any man that says he don't do it, he's lying.
No, you said they do it every day. Like y'all
Yeah.
jack off
You
every
asked
day?
me how often. Most likely,
Wow.
yeah. It most likely is it's a daily thing. Like some men wake up and have to release one just to get their day started. It's like taking a shit or taking a piss. You just uh, you know,
God damn.
let me get my day started. Because not like I mean, there's
I
I
can't with you.
hey listen, there's some you asked the question, okay? There's some
I did ask the
and you
question,
did.
but
So you getting the answer. You know what I mean?
I
There's some
you
there's some men that actually have a woman that's right there next to them that
mm,
will make sure she gets that up out of him first thing in
oh,
the morning, like as soon as he wake up. Because you got to remember, most men, especially if they're healthy, they're going to wake
mm,
up with a hard penis. Like it's just going to
mm,
be like this when they wake up. If they're
just
healthy,
stiff.
it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
like this. Something has to happen with that. Like he can't just walk around like that. He's
It
got to
don't go
get.
down. You have
It
to get it
will
out.
eventually, but it's still
Does that shit hurt?
what when it's hard like that in the morning.
Yeah, like and you don't do nothing about it. It's just
Hurt. I don't know if I would use the word hurts. Like I've
has it
known,
ever
like
got so hard it hurts?
mine has. Yeah, I feel like the doctors might have cut too much skin off. Like maybe they didn't know that my shit was going to be the size that it was, and so they cut off too much skin. I don't know, but like when my shit get like super super hard, like the skin is practically stretched. Like it can hurt. It got so hard it hurts. That is,
Oh my God.
it don't stay like that though. It don't stay like
Oh.
that. It's just like that woman, like literally had to turn me on to max for me to just be, to where it hurts.
Kudos, woman.
I mean, but
Shit.
but
Teach
yeah,
a class,
but that
man.
morning, like if a man wakes up and that woman isn't next
Mhm.
to him to assist him with that morning wood, then yeah, 9 times out of 10, he's probably gonna rub one out,
Oh.
and that's just the reality of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with masturbation. I think everybody should do it. If you're
Mhm.
not doing it, maybe you should start doing it. It'll change just your overall life.
I think
Just You'll be, it
Ladies,
relaxes you. It
ladies should do it too because you know, if you don't use it, you lose it, which comes like they say cobwebs, coochie cobwebs or
coochie
whatever.
cobwebs. Yeah, I don't want to come
Cobwebs
across
in the
that.
coochie.
Yeah,
You don't want
yeah,
to come across it. Like, you
yeah.
know,
Like, what do you?
y'all should make sure
Oh,
that y'all
mm.
juices is still flowing and, you know, still make sure you take care of yourself. All right.
Yeah, juices definitely need to be flowing because
Listen.
we don't want the we don't want the cobwebs.
You don't want the
We
cobwebs.
don't
Yeah,
want the
like you know what I'm
cobwebs.
saying? Like you gotta keep it healthy. Like just like a man with a healthy erection, you know what I'm saying? A woman has to keep her vagina like moisturized.
Mm,
And there are certain fruits and vegetables and stuff like that that help with making a woman continue to stay wet.
mm.
Like avocado,
Avocado,
okra.
okra.
Oh yeah. Like
Mm,
seriously. That shit.
mm. And I heard
Well,
that if you eat like certain fruits, like you can actually taste it
mm,
too.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you definitely can. So I mean, you
Mm.
know, you gotta keep it what it is or
Well, I
whatever.
think shit. That's a good way to end this episode on some fruit, some health and fruit.
Some healthy
So
fruit.
fellas, get you some
Yes.
fruit. Ladies, eat you some fruit. So that way the fellas can taste some fruit.
I'm just saying, like seriously, like as
Yeah.
women get older, like it's important for us to keep our vagina healthy. Like, you
Yeah.
know, we get
And
older, we go through menopause and
hmm
perimenopause, and you know, we want to stay moisturized and then, you know, they
yeah. Yeah.
keep the pussy wet.
And men, if you're not into masturbation, please understand that there has been a study that men who masturbate are less likely to get prostate cancer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fun
so
fact.
y'all can, yeah, it's a fun fact. So look that up. Ladies, uh there has been some research that sperm is actually has vitamins and minerals and
Protein, minerals,
proteins and all that stuff.
it
It
is
and
healthy.
yes, it is. So ha
See, I'm not even gonna
huh?
say it.
Huh?
Because I know where
So
you're going with that.
I'm just saying,
I know where you're going with that.
however you take it, just know that there's a lot
Mm,
of
mm,
health
mm.
benefits to what we call life. The seed of life.
Uni, you get on my fucking nerves. I
Hey, I'm
swear.
talking to the
It's time for
people.
us to get up out of here,
Okay, we
y'all.
gonna
He
get
done
up out
told
of
y'all
here.
to
Yeah.
suck some semen out and
You
swallow
see?
it.
Yes, somebody
That's what
said
he
it.
said. That's what he just told y'all to do if y'all didn't catch the vibe. But I'm not ready to deal with Uni no more right now, honey. It's time to go, baby. What you look at him over there dancing, showing his dimples or whatever.
Well, I mean,
Thanks so much for tuning in to our episode.
thank you.
This is Talk to Me Truthfully. We are just very truthful, apparently,
Yeah,
on here today.
yeah, man.
So, if you ain't learned nothing else,
Hmm.
please
Suck a
continue to
dick.
watch
No, I'm just
Suck,
playing.
Suck a Dick, Keep the Pussy Wet. I don't know. The fuck?
I think our past two episodes was basically ended with, "Hey, suck a dick."
But you did it, not me,
Well,
not this
I'm
time.
not.
You know, we telling people to masturbate or
You don't
whatever.
gotta throw it under the bus and nothing like
I'm
that.
throwing you under the bus because we had a great episode. Wasn't even really talking about
Yeah.
sex like that. We was talking about connections and stuff, but you had to
Well,
bring the
hey,
sex into
connection.
it.
It takes a connection to get to the minerals.
Okay, y'all. Until next time.
Until next
Okay.
time, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? All love. Please like, comment, subscribe. All
And our
that other
names
good
is right
stuff.
above us. You can follow us at Me Lakey Nicole
And
on
you
all
need a guy that's
platforms.
UNIDAGOD. I gotta
And
remember to spell that
is
out because this is a podcast and I be forgetting that. I gotta make sure I
yes,
spell that out. For those of you who don't see the actual visual, that's just
yes,
listening to
and
the
it's
audio,
thank you guys for listening. And it's at Lakey Nicole LAKEYNICHOLE.
That's right. That's right. Until
All
next time,
right.
my peoples. Love you. Peace.
Bye.